In New Hampshire, the political landscape has been shaken as Donald Trump secures a critical victory in the state's primary. This triumph brings him a step closer to securing the Republican presidential nomination and sets the stage for a potential rematch with President Joe Biden. With 80% of votes counted, Trump sports an 11-point lead, a substantial gap that his remaining challenger Nikki Haley finds herself striving to bridge. Trump, during his victory speech, did not shy away from launching attacks on Haley and making contentious claims about his 2020 election results. On the other side of the aisle, Nikki Haley, despite the odds, remains steadfast in her resolve to continue the fight. She insists that the race is nowhere near its conclusion and suggests that Democrats are keen on running against Trump, as they believe he is the only Republican Biden could defeat. Yet Trump, undeterred by his critics, continues his hard-right messaging, making no significant attempts to reach out to more moderate voters. Despite his robust performance in Iowa and New Hampshire, Trump's strategy remains unyielding, keeping him on a narrow path to the Republican nomination. Nikki Haley, once a beacon of hope for an alternative Republican nomination, faced a swift defeat in New Hampshire. Despite the setback, Haley remains firm in her resolution to continue the fight, refusing to bow out of the race. She insists that the Democrats are eager for a rematch against Trump, believing he is the only Republican candidate Biden could potentially outmaneuver in the upcoming election. However, the odds seem stacked against Haley. Trump's triumph in New Hampshire has bolstered his national polling, creating a formidable path to the nomination that Haley's campaign seems unlikely to disrupt significantly. The former South Carolina governor's prospects grow dimmer as the race moves forward, particularly in states where Trump's influence runs deep. South Carolina, for instance, is a state where Trump's support is robust. It's a region where Haley's message, while resonant, is struggling to gain traction against Trump's strong base. Despite her optimistic outlook, Haley's hopes for an upset in the Republican nomination race are dwindling rapidly. Haley's campaign, while persistent, faces an uphill battle against the Trump juggernaut, especially in Trump-friendly states like South Carolina. On the Democratic side, President Joe Biden, in response to Trump's victory, emphasizes the stakes of the upcoming election. There's an air of anticipation, a sense of déjà vu. As Trump secures his foothold in the race, Biden acknowledges the inevitability of his opponent's nomination. It's clear, Biden opines, Trump is the likely Republican nominee. But instead of expressing dismay, Biden uses this prospect to underscore the importance of the upcoming election. He speaks passionately about the value of democracy, about the personal freedoms that hang in the balance. This election, Biden insists, is not just about choosing a president, it's about preserving the values we hold dear. As the political battle lines take shape, President Biden prepares for a high-stakes rematch with his old adversary, Donald Trump.